is up, my ASMR and fragrance family? It is your boy, your whispering perfume pimp, Christopher Cologne, and I'm back with another fragrance video. So what we have today is, it's going to be like my top 20 or top 25 of my favorite fragrances in my collection. I think what I'm just doing is by smell alone, you know, and only full bottles. Like, I have samples that I really love, but, and you know, even though these are only 25, I do have some other ones that aren't going to be in this that are like right there with some of these. So like Jimmy Choo Urban Hero Gold Edition, I'm probably not going to put it in this video, but it could be in this video. Dunhill Driven is probably most likely going to be in this video, most likely, but if it doesn't end up in here, it could have, you know, you get what I'm saying? Like, really, I probably should do this like a top 50, and you know what, maybe that might be what I do. That might be what I do. So, and I'm not going to put these really in any kind of order other than, you know, other than Tommy Hilfiger coming first, because it always does. Okay, I was going to redo the intro, but I figured I'd just put this little segment in. And a top 50 is what I did decide to do by the end of the video. So that's what this is. This is a top 50 video, even though I'm kind of bouncing back and forth throughout the video. Okay, so yeah, we're doing the first 25 in this video, and then the next 25 will be in most likely Saturday's video. So let's get back to it. What we're going to do, because I had a viewer want to look at this, you know, want me to show the stitching of the shoes that I did yesterday. We're going to do this, and yeah, so like, I did it on a live last night, and I was thinking about doing a short, but I just decided to go ahead and do it this way. So he wanted the up close stitching. So yeah, the stitching looks good on it. And then it's got the worn look to it on the suede. But yeah, I didn't see any missed stitches on this, on either of these shoes. So yeah, the stitches look good. Like, and I've seen shoes in the stores with missed stitches, and I'm talking about it like a Foot Locker or whatever. I'm not talking about like at like a Ross or somewhere like that. But yeah, say it's got the worn look to it, but it's all over it. So there's that one, and then the bottoms of it. I didn't do it. I don't think I showed them as good as I normally do in videos. But yeah. So and then we're going to do this other one, and then we're going to get into the fragrances. But yeah, and I might redo the intro just to let the viewers know, because I know not all the viewers. I know not all the viewers are into shoes. It looked kind of like a missed stitch on my screen, but it's not, because that stitch in person, I can see it just as good as the rest of them. But yeah. So, and these are the Jordan 5 Gray Wolves, or Wolf Grays, something like that. 2026. But yeah, so there's those. I cannot remember who said to do it. But yeah, there you go. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into these. So my number one fragrance is Tommy Hilfiger. My number one fragrance is Tommy Hilfiger. And this, you know, it's got cactus and cottonwood in it. It smells so good. It's fresh, but it's got a spiciness to it also. It's got a greenness to it. man, yeah, I love this. Like, to me, this smells different. You know, it smells different than a lot of other things. To me, this is one that stands out. A lot of people might not agree. I don't know, but to me, this stands out. Now, Michael Jordan. Now, the original Michael Jordan cologne does smell a lot like Tommy Hilfiger. I washed Fish's collar and his leash, and I used bleach. Now my hands smell. They got a bleach smell to them, but spray for y'all, spray for me. They're different, but this is definitely heading in the same direction as this. So, I mean, I really like both of them, but Tommy Hilfiger definitely takes it. So that's Tommy. That's my absolute favorite one. Like I said, I have other ones that are like right there with it, but the nostalgia and all that puts it right there. Curve. I love Curve, but I'm not putting it in this video because I only have a small bottle. I don't have a big 3.4 ounce. Yeah, these are all 100 ml bottles, I think. Well, no, they're not. Some of them are 1.7, so it's a full 1. It's 50 mLs or higher. So then we got Dr. Squatch Fireside Bourbon. Dr. Squatch Fireside Bourbon. I love this fragrance. This is like it has like a creamy, fruity vanilla. Like this. This is another masterpiece right here. But yeah, Dr. Squatch Fireside Bourbon. Like, this shit I could have a big bottle of, and I wish they made big bottles of it. But yeah, Dr. Squatch. No. Yeah, Dr. Squatch. There we go. Stupid potential spam call, and when I went to hang it up, it adjusted the screen. But yeah, great fragrance. And last, too. So that's the one thing about the Tommy fragrance. It doesn't last like that. But yeah, that's Dr. Squatch Fireside Bourbon. And then another one that's right up there with Dr. Squatch Fireside Bourbon is Hash Intense by LPDO. And this, because I'm pretty sure LPDO is a clone company out of Italy. But yeah, this, it has oud in it and all that. Like, this is my 16-year-old, I'm not 16, my 18-year-old, my oldest son's favorite one. And this is just, like, I would not wear this in the high heat and high humidity, but it's just, this is another masterpiece. And whatever it's a clone of is, if it smells as good as this, that whatever that is, as a masterpiece fragrance too. But you know, sometimes a lot of times the clones don't smell exactly like them. They come real close, but yeah. So there's that. And then another one of, oh shit, wrong box. And then another one of my favorites that's up there is a Sorrow Hot Pepper. And it sucks because they discontinued this fragrance, man. Like, this is the best Zorro fragrance. I've smelled the Most Wanted. I have Most Wanted tonic. I've smelled a few of the chromes and everything, which I have Chrome Pure. I have the original Chrome. I'd like to smell which is the EDT. I'd like to smell the EDP, but I haven't smelled that yet. And I have Chrome United, which I don't really care for that one. But to me, This is the best Azaro fragrance and one of the best fragrances altogether. Like, oh shit. Like, I love this fragrance. This fragrance is so good. Yeah. I don't even want to spray it because it's almost gone. And I don't have the money to buy another one. Like, I wish I had the money to buy 2 or 3 of them, but... So, yeah, there's that. And then another one that I really like is Mocha Wood. Mocha Wood. $20 fragrance is Fragrance World. It's got a very like orange, or not orange, but a cream soda meets root beer like vibe. Yeah, it's really good. I really like it. It smells great, and it's cheap. Like, man, $20 for this shit. Hell yeah. That's a good buy right there. You know, a lot of people think, because there is a lot of people that will look at a fragrance and they'll look at, well, not just a fragrance, but anything. They'll look at the price and, they'll think, oh man, that's cheap. There's got to be a reason why that's cheap. And in a lot of cases, that is true. You're getting what you pay for. But then again, there is, like, especially in perfumery, a lot of times, man, you spend $20-$30 instead of spending $200 and $300, and you still get a really good fragrance, and it's like I've said, in like 2 or 3 videos now, and on the live, I was listening to a perfumer not too long ago, and he was saying that most of these companies use the same aroma chemicals, and that's just like whenever that's just like these companies, a lot of these companies for clothing and other things, they're using the same, thing. Like where I used to work, our material, some of that material went to this company over here that, it was more, and then some went to this company over here where it wasn't quite, so much. So, and then there was other things like another place I worked for. Now you got this company, this company is selling, it was one product, but we just put a different label on it. We put a different, if it was, I can't remember what it was for. Hold on, I gotta shut that window because that highway is way too loud today. Okay, I had to close my window right there because the sound was coming in too much. But the wind is blowing, feels good out there right now. And so I was trying to just open my window and, but yeah, so like, it was the same product, it was the same exact thing that they used for 3 different things, and that same stuff went to other companies also that marketed it however, for whatever, they marketed it as. So there's that. So yeah, a lot of companies, God, I don't understand why some days it is so much louder than others, but yeah, so some companies use the same old shit and then, charge you all different kinds of prices for it. So yeah, I totally get how they could all be using pretty much the same aroma chemicals. But okay, then another one that I have up there, that I have up top, is another cheapie, Usher Homme, and this has saffron in it. Matter of fact, considering it's a little cool today, I might wear this one. I don't know. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna wear today. I'm wearing this one. So I love this stuff, man. I love this one. But I need to go ahead and start using it because I can smell it changing. Which I've had this for almost the whole time since I started my collection. This was one of my, this was in my first like 20 or 30 bottles that I bought this, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, Usher Ohm. And then we have Mark Echo, the original Mark Echo. And it sucks because that little thing, the top of the atomizer broke off. And I evidently have not found it yet because every single one of the things that I find, because I found a few of them, I don't know which of my colognes they fell off of, but I found a few of them and none of them will fit on it. So I have not worn this anymore. I wore it a few times when I first got it and that was it. But I love this stuff. It's very synthetic smelling. It definitely is very synthetic smelling. You can tell it's not you can tell this wasn't like formulated with essential oils or anything like that, because I think a lot of people that get into perfumery probably do start with essential oils because they're they're easily accessible. Like all the times I've thought about buying all the stuff to start trying to make it, that's the way I was doing it, or that's what I was looking into, because they were more easily accessible. And then, looking on the aroma chemicals websites. But yeah, I love this stuff, even though it does smell synthetic as fuck. Then, how many am I at? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'm 6 in right now. Okay, then we have, and you know what? I'll go to one that I really like. This kind of smells like a mix between Tommy Hilfiger and the Echo and the Mark Echo. This is one of the ones that I sell. I have one bottle left. One bottle. But Aquafusion Glacial Chill. And this, I think, is from what I could find, it's supposed to be Aqua de Joux Profumo, is it special blend? Aqua de Joux special blend. So yeah, Aqua de Joux special blend. That's what it's supposed to smell like. That's what I found. So, but yeah, this stuff smells good too. And whenever I bought it, I was really surprised because I was buying the knockoff fragrances because that's what it is. It's like the people that'll roll up on you in the gas station parking lots to sell fragrance, try to sell you a fragrance or whatever else, or the ones that you see a lot of times at like the flea markets. That's one of these fragrances right here. But this smells good. I'm not gonna sit there. I'm not gonna lie about it. Like, I have 4 of these left. 4 of these. Now this is supposed to be Dolce & Gabbana light blue. Does not smell like Dolce & Gabbana light blue, and when you spray it, it smells very alcoholish. Like, it smells cheap. It smells like, now that I sprayed it, yeah, it smells like what's it called? It smells like plastic and alcohol. So this is not one of my favorites, and because it smells like that, I'm thinking about just throwing away the bottles. Either throwing away the bottles or seeing if I can get the top of it off and use it for something for me. So, but yeah, that is the Aqua Fusion Glacial Chill. Supposed to smell like Aqua de Joe Special Blend, but I've never smelled Aqua de Joe Special Blend, so I don't know. Now we have, damn, I wish I wouldn't have sprayed that shit. Now we have one that's good for summer. This is great for middle of the summer, and it's cheap. Antonio Banderas Blue Seduction. Yeah, I really love this fragrance for summertime. You know, middle of the summertime, because it doesn't have any spice to it. So spray for y'all, spray for me. It's just real light and fruity and airy and minty too. It's got a cooling to it because it does have mint in the notes. It does have cappuccino in the notes too. But yeah, I love this for summertime. So that is now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now what's crazy is I sprayed that and it boosted the usher. So yeah, 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 9. And here's 10. Here's 10. Versace blue jeans. I love this shit. Now, I didn't like this when I first got it. I was really disappointed in it. But I love this stuff. Like, I hear people talk about it smells. Spray for y'all. Spray for me. Yeah, vanilla with an effervescence to it. That's the main thing that comes to mind with this shit. Vanilla and effervescence, because it has a fizziness to it. So, but yeah, actually I don't know if I'm gonna do 20 or 25. I might just stop here. Well, you know what? No, I'm not going to. I'll do at least 15. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then we'll go to 11. Missoni. And Missoni's another one that's right there in my top. Missoni Wave EDT. This stuff smells so good. It's a cooling vanilla. Like that's what I get from it. Like real spray for y'all, spray for me. You get the citrus and the vanilla right there, like in your face. You know, to begin with, it's a lemon. You get a lemon, very lemony citrus and a cooling vanilla all in together in the opening. Like, great for fragrance. I mean, great for summer. Matter of fact, I need to do a good for my favorite summer fragrances. So, but yeah, that's Missoni Wave EDT. Missoni Wave EDT, and that actually should have been like in my first few of them. And we have Valentino Uomo Aqua, and this. Why they discontinued this, I don't know. Yeah, that is so good. Like, it's very herbal, somewhat leathery, somewhat powdery on top of it too, if I can remember. I'm not gonna just spray it because this has been discontinued also. So, which freaking sucks, man. Like, some of the best fragrances I smell are the ones that get discontinued. And like, it's funny, my friend Tron, I went to his brother's. Which if y'all ever heard me talk about Michi, my boy Michi, Tron's his brother, man. I love Tron too. Damn, that's me, Tron, Michi, we all go way back. But yeah, I got there and I just got this. And I sprayed it and Tron smelled it. Man, that motherfucker went crazy. And he wanted that shit so bad. So I ended up selling it to him. But yeah, and then I got another bottle. But yeah, so I it sucks that, you know, they're not gonna make it. It sucks that they're not gonna make it anymore because it is a great fragrance. And man, something I've noticed with fragrances, it's like some of the best fragrances I don't think are they don't focus on marketing them, you know, like Sauvage, Johnny Depp, you know, they pushed the shit out of that. If this was pushed the way that is, this would have been sold a lot more, to the point to where they wouldn't have discontinued it. But, you know, then we have Barrera Blue. I really like this. It's weird because it has a spicy, sweet, and almost like a stickiness to it also. But I love it. I loves it. Yeah, this is so good. This is my favorite Barrera fragrance, I think. It's gotta be. Or at least of the ones that I have. And I have a few. But, because Barrera Dawn, it's good. You know, it's not, you know, it's a Greta Ventus clone. It's not nothing I'd go crazy over. Barrera Niche, I don't care for that one. Because that's the Baccarat 540 clone, and I don't like, come to find out, I don't like Baccarat 540. But King is really good too, but I like this over King. And then we have one. This one's really good. Ted Lavida's Black Soul. You know, it's a cinnamon type fragrance. It's your cinnamon fragrance. It's better for like fall and winter and everything. Like, I don't understand why I didn't wear this more. Because whenever I do, you know, it's one of those fragrances that I forget about so much. But then whenever I wear it, it's like, man, how do I forget about this fragrance? You know? Spray for y'all. Spray for me. It has a smoothness to it. It has the fruitiness to it. And then it has like cinnamon and spice. It's one of those fragrances that it's a very underrated fragrance. A very underrated fragrance, and it's one of those, you know, we all got something that is good and we just forget about it, and then when we get brought back to it, it's just like, man, I forgot how good this was. And I'm not talking about just cologne, but I'm talking about, you know, anything really. But then you're just like, man, I forgot how good this was. How did I forget about this? Or you know, how do I not fucks with this even more than what I do? So that's one of those things. It's one of those things that's just, it's like under your radar, and then whenever it hits, it's like, oh wow, yeah, I remember now. So, and then we have Malik's Linsumi Mafoi. Force. Lalique's Linsumi Force. I really like this. It's changed a little bit since I bought it, but yeah, it's got the spiciness to it. It's got the fresh. It's the fresh, spicy, kind of creamy. Spray for y'all. Spray for me. Yeah, citrus freshness, spiciness with it. Yeah, I really like this one too. So we are at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So we're at 15. So I think what I'm going to do is, we will do 20. We'll do 5 more. Okay. So then I have Unpredictable You by Glen Paree. Unpredictable You by Glen Paree. And this is kind of like, to me, I think this is probably a spicier version of 1 Million. You know, it's going that direction, but it's not in that, you know, but it's not there yet. So it's like it was going that direction. It was like, oh no, hold on, more spice, and threw more pepperiness and shit at it. So yeah, and the bottle's pretty cool too. I love the way the bottle is. But that's the way, but I just don't like how straight it shoots. Like if it fanned out more pressurized, that would be great, but it shoots too damn straight. Let's see if I can, well, it's not, I don't think you can really see it. But yeah, you get the bright opening, you get the citrus opening, but you can also smell the pepperiness in it. So, but that's Glen Paree, Unpredictable You. And man, every time I spray this, it's like, damn, I want to wear it, but I can't wear it because I got it on Usher. So, yeah, like, that's what I need to do. Whenever I start getting this collection built up, I'm going to get the real thing, and then I'm going to do fragrances that smell like such and such, but smell better, that I like better. That's like Sauvage EDT. My YZY Territory Wild is a Sauvage EDT clone. I like the smell of that better than I do Sauvage EDT. Like, I didn't even like Sauvage EDT. YZY Territory Wild is what actually made me like Sauvage EDT. So there's that. I need to do a video on those. Then we have, then we have Patchouli TB by Niche for All. And this is another one that smells a lot like Paco Rabanne 1 Million, and I think that's the direction they were probably going in with it. I think that's what it's inspired by. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it, I don't know, hold on. Which one is it? I don't know, maybe it's one of the PDM fragrances that it said on the site. What it says on the site, on the Niche for All site, it says, but I can't remember, but it does smell like it's trying to go in the direction of 1 Million, but it's a lot less. It's nowhere near as spicy as this, and this has, spray for y'all, spray for me. Yeah, this has almost like it has a little bit of like a Play-Doh. Yeah, it has almost like a Play-Doh in, like, you know how you can smell shit at the forefront, you know, you can smell shit right at the front, but then you can also smell it in the back end. You can smell something else in the back end while smelling that right in the front. You can smell like a Play-Doh-ish type smell in it. It smells really good. It's one of my favorites, as you know, you can tell because it's in the Now, it's not one I'd wear in summer, but y'all can't, you can't necessarily go on stuff that I wouldn't wear in summer because I'm really picky about what I wear in the heat, So, then we have, another old school fragrance, Nautica, the original Nautica. Now, this doesn't last for shit, but it's cheap and it smells great. So, good gym scent or, something, just spray for y'all, spray for me. Yeah, just something you could soak yourself down with and smell very clean. And because it doesn't last all that long, you don't have to worry about it. Like if you get in the car and you're having to go somewhere that's, about an hour in, 30 minutes to an hour in, it's already calming down a good bit. It's not anything that's gonna be like raw in your face to people, even if you soak yourself down at first. So, but definitely one of my favorites. Okay, so that is what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. So two more. Okay, and Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue Summer Vibes. Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue Summer Vibes smells like the original with a spiciness to it. Yeah, smells like the original with a spicy bite to it. That's it. I really like it. And damn, I should do like a top 50 video. I should really do a top 50 video. Matter of fact, that might be what I turn this into now. So, then we have Azzaro Most Wanted Tonic. Now, this does not get the love that I think it should. Like Ash on Ginseng. He says it's basic. If this is basic, so is the overwhelming majority of summer fragrances then. So, but yeah, this is just citrusy. It has saltiness to it and everything too, so, which it could also be taken for muskiness, but this is a really good fragrance. I like it for summer. Not one of my first picks for summer, like if it's really hot and humid, but definitely summer nights, and definitely a summer day where it's not so humid. Humidity is what really gets me. So, okay. So, yeah, we're gonna do 5 more. And then another one of my favorites, just smell alone, is Coach. The original Coach EDT smells great. One of the best fragrances, especially for summertime. Does not last for shit. Does not last for shit. So, on clothing, yeah. But as far as something that you can smell, it doesn't last all that long. But as far as smell alone, one of the best fragrances, I think. Okay, then we have Michel Germain's Sexual Fresh. Now, the fragrances that smell kind of like this are CK1, Calvin Klein 1, CK1. Calvin Klein CK1 smells a lot like this. Then, this smells, which I think this CK1 and Dolce & Gabbana light blue, the original. I think they all smell a whole lot alike. So, but yeah, there's this right here, Michel Germain's Sexual Fresh. And then we will just go with Michael Jordan since we're doing top 50 fragrances. So then there's Michael Jordan, or no, we're doing top 25, right? So, and then there's Michael Jordan, which, like I said, smells a lot like Tommy Hilfiger. Smells a lot like Tommy Hilfiger. Really good fragrance. I don't think this lasts all that long though. I don't wear it. I don't remember. And another one of my absolute favorites is Cool Water, the original, but I don't have it, so it's not in this video like that. Okay, so I've done 23 fragrances, so I'm gonna do 2 more. We're gonna do a top 50, and this is gonna be the first 25. Okay, so then Cool Water, Grapefruit and Sage. Cool Water, Grapefruit and Sage. I really like this stuff. It smells good. This is what I wore yesterday. So spray for y'all. Spray for me. It's a very cooling, it's a very nice cooling. It has like a fresh peeled orange type vibe in there with it, It smells like it has a hint of vanilla in there too. So, but it has somewhat of an effervescence on top of it in it, which is weird because I don't think I get that every time I spray it, but I definitely did yesterday, and I'm getting it now. So yeah, Davidoff's Cool Water, Grapefruit and Sage, the original Halloween Man. How could I not put this in there? I love this stuff. Spray for y'all. Spray for me. Yeah, I love this stuff. It's got a creaminess to it. It's got, I want to say apple right now. It's kind of hard to tell what I'm smelling because I've done sprayed so many now. That was another reason why I wanted the window open so the fresh air could come in. I say apple is the opening of this, but I'm not really smelling it right now. This is not smelling the way it normally does whenever I spray it. This is definitely another good one, and you can get it for, I think this, well, I'm not sure what this goes for anymore, but I think it's like $25. So, but I definitely like it, and this is one of the ones that I would wear in the summer during the high heat and high humidity. So, the original Halloween Man. Okay. So that is, I'm pretty sure, the 25. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Okay, I was getting ready to say no. I know that ain't right. But yeah, so that's what I'm gonna do, y'all. I'm gonna get off here and I'm gonna re-record the intro, I think, and then edit this and get it to y'all. But yeah, I appreciate y'all. Y'all have a good one. So Saturday's video will be part 2 to this. So peace, y'all.